say the biggest I learned is really trusting in the work that you put in, you know what I'm saying? Like, not giving up. Also, really just...
Bro, I'm the oldest of 5, bro. So I've been like older brother, bigger brother. So for me as an older...
Knowledge is a garden. If it's cultivated, you can harvest it.
Yo, gotta be a good one, bro.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Reef Major.
Yeah, it's y'all to rap, man.
And we back with another episode of...
What they know what they hear, man.
We got Devontae with us.
Big Devontae. Look at my boy. Yo, bro.
But today we got a special guest, man.
We got a special guest, man. We got a social media guru right here. Saying we're closer to 250K on the gram.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm saying, I'm talking about the followers, you know. And then my boy, you about to reach 500,000
Yes, sir,
on the TikTok.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Instagram guru here. Ella.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
W's in the chat.
hey, man,
W's in the chat.
W's
in the chat.
Appreciate y'all for having me, bro.
What's the vibe,
El
man?
futuro. The future.
Real, bro.
Nah, word. It's the prodigy right here, my boy.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, bro.
Pleasure having
Ain't
me,
nothing
bro.
minor about, bro.
Yeah, bro. How you feeling today, bro?
Now I'm feeling great, bro. Blessed and highly favored, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, just waking up, doing what I do, bro.
Right,
Here with
bro.
y'all, bro. I'm here with the ghosts, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we appreciate you because you a goat yourself. So
That's a fact,
recognize,
though, bro.
you're saying real, recognize
You know what I'm
real.
saying,
We
bro?
appreciate that.
Yeah, we glad
real.
to have you on the set, bro.
Nah,
Welcome
super
to
glad
the
to have
pod.
you.
know
I just
what
want to
I'm
get
saying?
into it. This episode is sponsored by Wallow267.
Shouts to bro.
Shout out to Wallow. Wallow is
We
definitely
appreciate
a
you,
pioneer and an inspiration with the social media marketing and promoting a healthy, good message.
Yeah.
I'm saying we have his book right here on the table.
Personally sent. We appreciate it, Wallow. Thank you for the book.
Sent from Wallow.
Sent from Wallow.
Armed with good intentions.
Yeah, y'all check this out. It was a great read, bro. You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
a great read for sure. I
Great
felt
read.
like I was walking through the streets of Philly while I was reading it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wallow told us how he started at the bottom, stayed at the bottom,
Right.
went through the bottom, and then slowly elevated to the top
And he's still
while
storming.
while going through all the trials and tribulations of the streets.
Right.
So at the end of the day, we gotta be armed with good intentions, but we gotta put that shit into our habits. So shout out to Wallow267 for sponsoring this episode. We'd love to have you on the podcast explaining the book one day. So pull up, man. Lord, let's get right into it, man. That's what you don't want to hear.
Yeah. So boom, like I mentioned, man, you almost got 500,000 on the TikTok, bro. Like,
That's a lot.
you know what I'm saying? That is a lot, especially in this day and age with social media, bro. Like, talk about your journey, bro. Like, when did this, like, you know, become a...
Man, so honestly, I've been through trials and tribulations with the social media stuff, like fails. I just failed, and then, you know what I'm saying, it finally prevailed. But in the beginning, bro, I honestly started with like a modeling agency, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is before TikTok. This is like, I'm just giving you a journey about like the social media in general.
Now we here, bro.
So I started social media, like really taking it serious. I'll say like 10th grade in high school, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It was COVID year, so like.
By taking social media serious, I'm not going to cut you off. What do you mean by that?
I mean, consistency. That's what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
It's a big word.
consistency that's the key to social media, bro. That's all it is, I feel like.
I bet.
So I started on Instagram. I was, you know what I'm saying? Me and my god brother, shout out A Money, man. We started a little modeling agency. So what we would do is we would just take pictures for brands. You know what I'm saying? So like, at first it started off with just getting fly, buying clothes or our own clothes, and then, you know what I'm saying, taking pictures off an iPhone. Then it leveled up into investing in a camera. You know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
So got a camera, started taking our own flicks. Then brands started like reaching out to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Foundation now.
that one started becoming a business. So after that, we actually hired a cameraman.
Okay.
Because we realized, yo, we got to really take this to a whole nother level.
Who's the cameraman?
My boy Xavier, Royalty Visions. That's his contact.
Shout out to bro.
Shout out.
To get some work.
That's a fact, bro. So after that, bro, we like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like we should start our own model agency. So we took it to our own hands, started it, and I ain't gonna lie, it was great. It was great. I feel like I learned so much.
That's tough.
How do you go about starting a modeling agency for anyone watching and thinking about doing the same thing, or an aspiring model who probably can't get the foot into somebody else's door? How do they create their own door?
So I would say you definitely got to reach out to people to start. You got to reach out to as much girls, guys as you want. Figure out what type of model you're looking for, like size, shapes, all that. You know what I'm saying?
What's your brand?
That's some key
I would say
I'm saying look for your brand type.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, look for your brand. That's all you got to do.
That's crazy.
And then go into more websites, get LLC, stuff like that, and then you right in the game. But for us, man, we started that for about, I say like a year and a half straight.
Yeah.
We was also playing basketball and stuff like that, so we had some side missions we had to conquer as well.
Word.
We still wanted to go to the league as well, though, bro. You feel me? But we also like business. We like to get dressed. You know what I'm saying? We like some business. So started that, and then we ended up stopped doing it around I say senior year. We stopped. It was a lot to handle. You know what I'm saying? And we was playing basketball, like I said, so we had to figure out which one we wanted to take more serious than the other.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it was more like, I think I want to say basketball serious, but also social media was on the back end.
Right.
But we still learned so much things throughout that whole process, bro. We had some articles written about us, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that was the beginning journey, bro.
Yeah.
That was the beginning journey. Yeah.
So consistency.
Are any of these agencies and facilities still up and running?
Nah, they're not up and running. Not at the moment.
So you took a different route, but you definitely learned a lot during that journey.
Learned a lot, bro.
What's the biggest lesson you feel like you learned from creating your own modeling agency with A-Money?
I would say the biggest I learned is really trusting in the work that you put in. You know what I'm saying? Not giving up. And also really just sticking through the process. It's really hard. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of guys don't want to.
I'm talking about that one.
But they don't want to hear,
bro. That one thing.
Sticking through it. They don't want to hear that.
Through the process. Until the wheels fall off, you cannot give up. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people want to stick through that process. You're not seeing no results.
Right.
You just thugging it out each and every day. Every day you just working to that goal.
Stay sharp,
you know what I'm saying?
And not even, because that was a what they don't want to hear moment, but you know what I'm saying? So we gonna just, pause the wisdom real quick.
I had one more thing to add right before we pause, but no freaky. Other day when I was cutting my guy Jose off of the Pelicans.
Fact. Shout out Jose.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jose. Pelicans point guard.
Jose Alvarado. Fire.
Shout out to bro. He's a real humble dude. But one thing he said to me in the midst of the haircut was that CJ McCullum told him that you have to get comfortable doing the boring things. You know what I'm saying? You have to get comfortable doing the boring things that you know repeatedly is going to put you in the position that you want to be in. But yeah, man.
That's tough.
It's great words of wisdom.
See, look, again, that's another what they don't want to hear that.
My boy Yada, he in the kitchen doing the boring
Nobody want to hear, go entertain yourself doing boring shit. Everybody want to hear some lit shit.
That's a fact, bro.
It's not always about being fucking lit, bro. It's how you got to sit down.
You got to be
and just
boring sometimes.
You really got to be boring.
Feel me?
My son Mitch said, he said,
your life not always gonna look like a fucking movie.
My son Mitch said, he said, I'm boring, baby. I just make money and
that's it, bro. It be simple shit.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Word,
that's a what they don't want to hear moment. I was saying it's sponsored by, Rhythm and Juice.
Shout out Rhythm and Juice, man.
We got the ultimate sponsors outside today. I got 2 flavors, you know what I'm saying? Eating is between, I got beets, pineapple, and mango. And then I also got the apple mango passion fruit.
Apple mango passion fruit.
I'm going
the necessity.
Pineapple mango beet, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, this is the Beat It right here. No
Beat
Mike,
It.
no Mike Jack.
Beat it. Beat it.
That's that right there. You hear that rhythm? Y'all felt that rhythm?
I felt the rhythm.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
Like that.
So cheers, my guys.
Which one you want?
Nah, I want this one, bro.
You wanted that one? Okay.
We wanted that one.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna pick whichever one, man. I'm healthy, man.
No,
ain't no kidding with the rhythm.
Health is wealth, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I could drink this whole bottle in one sip, gang.
That shit tastes like your auntie smashing.
Shit too crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your health, man.
That's one of them ones, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Nah, for real, bro. Appreciate you.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? You know what's going on. So, I wanted to touch upon, you said high school, senior year, you had to make a decision about boys. So, you know what I'm saying? I know my boy E, you know what I'm saying? So, senior year, bro, my boy did that Long Island Catholic chip.
That's a fact, bro.
You did that?
I did do that.
You did that?
I did do that.
Congrats, my boy.
I did
like
do that.
That was major. I was lucky enough to be a spectator on that journey, bro.
You was right with
I
me
was
the
right
whole
there.
way.
You know what I'm saying? I went to a couple playoff games. What was the first one I went to?
You went
I think
to
it was like St. Joe's.
St. Joe's.
Yeah,
St. Joe's
my boy
versus
put belts ass out there.
St. Anthony's.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was a good game. Then my boy went to Hofstra, did his thing. So like, I was just happy to see that. But you said, I knew did that make it harder for you to make the decision between ball and social media? Because that's like peak,
a little
bro.
harder when you actually
Yeah, that's
a fact,
peak.
bro.
A lot of people can't say they want any type of championship, bro.
That's a fact.
You feel
I ain't gonna
me?
lie, it was definitely a hard decision. I feel like a part, like 20, 50, 25, 50% of me wanted to play ball, but like the other 50 wanted me to do the social media route. So it was kind of very hard because it's more like you got to think about the future. Like I feel like a lot of people don't think about the future with their career. I feel like sports in general, like you know what I'm saying, like you definitely got to be delusional in life in general sometimes. Like in certain areas, you're like, don't obviously, you know what I'm saying? But where like careers and success, you definitely got to see it through. However, I feel like it got to be a time and place where you come to a decision where you like,
realization.
Be a little
you know what I'm
bit,
saying, bro? Like,
not even realistic.
Yeah, bro.
Reality is what you create.
Yes, bro.
We're reality rebels, but you have to be. You have to really look at what your actual reality is.
Yeah, bro.
You can't be delusional with your own actual delusion.
No cap though. You can't be
You can't be delusional inside of your.
Because at the end of the day, reality is real.
yes,
so
bro. That's a fact.
Like you see what your delusion is, and you know that you don't have the certain materials that even fits that delusion. So don't be delusional inside that to think that now it's gonna work without that.
Exactly.
You already created one delusion.
And it's crazy too, cause I was talking to a girl like recently, and she was telling me how like she grew up playing basketball, like 5th to 12th grade.
Okay.
She played basketball and she was pretty good, but she knew that she wasn't going to the WNBA.
Yes.
So she was on some like, yo, bro, like when I go to college, I want to be me. Like I want to see what I am other than playing basketball. Because she said she really used to go to tournaments every weekend and shit like that. So she wanted to live, and she was like, yeah, because you know when you go to college, the shit ramp up.
Yo.
And you go from now, you got 5 a.m. workouts, you really got practice type shit. Like
some people are not built for it, and that's
exactly
totally okay. Like,
and I told her, I was like, yo, that's dope. Like you think about your future, because a lot of people, like you said, be in delusion.
You know what's so funny, bro? Yesterday, so me and Yada was at Eagle Academy yesterday.
Watching, that was a great experience, bro. Shout out to real skills.
High school work?
Nah,
it was 12. Yeah, well, actually 12U and 14U.
Fire, bro.
There's a lot of good talent in there, but like you saying, obviously it's gonna be out of a group of 50 kids, there's gonna be a few kids that shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the incline is not really that much possible, even in a delusional state. So it's like sometimes you gotta really think about, bro. Like, not are you wasting your time, but could it be something better that you could be doing?
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's like, do everything. Find out what your talent is.
Yeah, no cap though.
Your talent might be fucking volleyball.
Nah, you just never know.
Yo, bro, like you know what I mean? People in high school, bro, when I was in high school, could have got a scholarship for a different sport, but didn't do it because they wanted to play basketball.
It wasn't cool enough.
It wasn't. Nah,
you know how many people? You probably I definitely got some. Long Island, so I'm pretty sure y'all seen a couple people like that. But I mean, kid
to me,
could have went D1 for volleyball.
I seen
he wanted to go basketball.
Shouts to Fabrice, like he was a swimmer. There's a some Fabrice at high school. He was a swimmer, so it was cool to see somebody actually. He was on the swim team. Like niggas knew he was on the swim team. You know what I'm saying? You know how like some people might be good at swimming, and then they would just not swim because they don't want to be on the swim team. But he was really on the swim team, and niggas knew he was on the swim team. So like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his talent. That's what he was rocking out. But some niggas would be scared to hop on the swim team because they're like, I don't want to be on the swim team. Like.
Yeah, I don't want to sidetrack either, but I also played the drums like in my high school too. So like I was on the band, you feel me? So there was a sequence where I had to literally play pep rally while I was on the team. So like
that's tough though.
So like at like the halftime segment or whatever, you feel me? I'm really playing the drums, my whole uniform on.
Okay,
bro, my uniform's on, bro.
No cap.
Yes, bro, uniform's on.
You got footage of that?
I do got footage of that, bro. I got the footage. I hope Reed put it in here, bro. I'm telling y'all though, look, I'm playing the drums. Then I go back to like being a cool basketball player. You feel me? But I don't care. Like I didn't care. Like, I'm like, bro, this is one of my gifts. You feel me? So like,
that's OD, bro.
This just to touch up on what y'all said.
What that nigga just hit?
That's like stuff like that though, bro. Like you just gotta observe your gift. You gotta know what you're good at. You feel me? And then do it. But I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to talk about this. So as I'm playing ball, 10th, 11th grade. I'm also looking on social media too, bro, and I'm looking at what's going on because like this is the realm where social media getting popping, like 2022, and I'm really realizing,
after
bro.
COVID.
Yeah, bro.
COVID's still going on.
Yeah, COVID's still going on, but like that's going into like 11th grade.
Yeah, the back end now.
And then you feel me? It's winded down. But I'm looking at all the social media. I'm like, yo, like that's another thing. Social media can really affect you with what like you got going on, especially sports wise, because you comparing yourself to others. So that's another thing I was doing as well. So I'm like, yo, like it's a lot going on with this basketball stuff. And other people like 6'5" point guard, 6'6" point guard, you feel me? They dunking. I'm not even dunking. You feel me? Yeah, bro. Like, you feel me? And I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Like, what I'm about to do? So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just play ball. I'm still a dog. Like, I'm gonna still put every effort, 5 a.m. workouts. I'm gonna still grind 3 times a day.
You just love to work.
I just love to work, bro. Like anything, I just love to work. So I'm like, I'm a play ball, but I'm also think about the next backup round. You feel me? And they always say like, nah, don't have no backup plan, or you should have a backup plan. And like some people go like, you should have a backup plan, you shouldn't have a backup plan.
Right.
I'm more like,
we should have multiple plan A's.
yeah, I just got plan A's. Like it's all stuff I love to do. I'm just good at a lot. You feel me? So like, you feel me? So like, I'm just doing what I love to do. You feel me? So I'm like, bro, like we gonna roll with the punches. So then I'll say like 11th grade year, I had a bad year. Didn't really play like that. You feel me? Like I was playing a little bit, but I wasn't really doing that. I wasn't putting no pain. I realized that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take accountability. I wasn't really.
What grade were you in?
11th grade, junior year.
You wasn't working hard enough, he said.
So like. That year was, feel me, that was like a little bad year. It was like end of COVID year too. So we really nobody was able to go to games, mask on, stuff like that. So senior year, bro. Senior year, it was definitely the best year.
So you worked out crazy going into that year? You was working
I was averaging like, probably like 10. But we had a solid, we had a solid team.
So this is when you started to...
This is starting point guard,
So this is when you started to like pour into basketball.
Yes, bro. I'm like, I bet. COVID over.
Gotcha.
You was working hard going into that season?
No, working OD hard. I'm talking about 5 a.m. workouts.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first workout I would lift in the middle of the day, and then open run, something like that. So I was really in the field, bro. I remember it like it was yesterday, bro. So I'm really grinding. I'm like, yo, I'm really putting belt. Yes, bro. So I'm on that. So in the beginning of the year, it was cool, bro. Like I'm like, yo, we gonna win a chip. My mom was definitely set on a chip and like going to college playing basketball. So we had a good little year, bro. So we gonna fast forward to like championship playoffs type vibe. So playoffs here. I'm like, it's no way. I really didn't. I ain't gonna lie. I had a couple offers, D3 offers, but I wasn't trying to go D3, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I don't. It's no disrespect to no D3, goal, right? I put in a lot of work for this for years, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For years. I see, bro, from when he was this
we gonna talk about how me and Yada even, feel me? Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with D3.
There's nothing wrong with D3.
If you get an offers from D3,
yes, bro.
And you don't have any other schools, I'm saying you could go to still go to school for free.
Yes, bro.
You can still go to a D3 school for free, not on a scholarship, but still for free, just off of
financial aid,
whatever it is on the third. And still hoop and have a good career, ain't even go pro.
That's a fact.
So, you know what I'm saying, no knocks to D3, but bro just felt like because of the work he put in, he didn't want to go to D3.
And I would have. Worst came to worst, you feel me? I'm gonna tell y'all about the story, but I would have, but I prefer not to. You feel me? There was nothing wrong with it though.
Continue.
Nah, so. Playoffs was cool. Like playoffs was cool. We first game playoffs. My boy Yada Racks in the cut. Yeah. He always was giving me motivational talks like before the game. Like, yo, bro, you gotta do this. You gotta do that. I'm like, I bet, bro. Like he was always there the whole time.
Bro, I had the rhythm and juice too.
Yes, I did.
You had rhythm and juice. Niggas was bugging off the juice. The next game, what's bro's name, bro? I had the big juice for next bro.
Manu.
Manu. Yeah, shout out to Manu.
Shout out Manu.
It was working, bro.
Shout out all my teammates, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But listen, bro. So that's first playoff game. You feel me? We won that jump. So second one, I ain't gonna lie. We was like first, second place. So we got a little bye. So after that, we go straight to the chip.
Fact.
Hey man, it was a crazy sequence, bro.
Yeah, that's what Manu, bro.
It was definitely like a crazy game. Like I'll say the whole game is close. Like we down by 1, we down by 2. We could never get over the hump, bro.
Neither team though. I think the other team probably had like 6 maybe.
Yeah. So like it was like a back and forth type game.
Yeah.
I would say towards like the end, bro. They up like I'll say like 2 points. So they up 2. We ended up fouling because it's like say the score, I don't know if this is the exact score, but say the score like 51-49. We ended up fouling. We like, yo, bro, I don't, it's over. Like, they at the free throw line. It's like 6 seconds left. It's over, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro missed the free throw. It's a 1-and-1. Bro missed the free throw. My man's Manu came down, turned the corner, and one foul, bro.
One foul.
Crazy.
Bro.
Ended up winning the game, bro.
Yeah, bro, that shit was OG.
Ended up winning the game, bro. You feel me? So I won my Long Island Catholic chip.
Yeah.
That was for the chip.
That was for the chip,
bro.
For the chip, bro.
And one game winner for the chip.
And hit the free throw. Fuck this nigga talking about.
For the chip.
Take us home, bro.
Yeah. Well, 1 by 1.
Oh, 1 by 1?
Take us home, bro.
The and
1 was a tie. The free throw was a win.
Bro.
No time on the clock.
Nah, bro.
It's probably like a second.
On some
Probably like a second.
On some Jose Alvarado type vibe.
Yeah. Probably like a second left. They threw it.
Y'all remember that play?
Game over.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Nah, bro. So that was a crazy sequence of my life. I always planned to have a chip growing up, like a long. Like I remember Yada Rex. He got a chip on his hand.
Yeah, I do.
So I would always see. He was a little older than me, so I would see how he was holding that ring, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get me one.
Shout out,
give me one of them.
That was one of my like
2017.
Yeah, bro. That was one of my like
great championship team.
That's
huge accomplishments, bro.
Shout out to you. Shout out to that team for winning the championship. I actually want to pivot into like you talking about just Yada Rex being around. You know what I'm saying, that whole time, like him being a little older and you seeing him win a chip and having you being like, damn, I need one of those, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like, even before I met you, I remember Yada telling me like, yeah, man, I got one of my younger bros. He helping me. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I knew him for a minute. He helped me juice right now. And it's so crazy because I didn't even know I needed his help. And it was so crazy that he was like chilling with bro, bonding up. And he gonna be a GOAT. Like he's a little younger. He gonna be a GOAT. He was telling me this before.
That's crazy. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Everything he said was definitely true, bro. We had grown up in Westbury. Shout out West Money, man.
I just say that to say though, not even to coach you hope, literally, but
Talk
just. Shout out him for just always being around.
Always.
What do you feel like is our roles as, you know what I'm saying, not on no degrading stuff, but as big bros? You know what I'm saying? Just because we a few years older than you and just got a little bit more time to experience a little bit more things than you have. Like, what do you feel like our role to you is to ensure that you grow and to ensure that we all grow together?
I would say support whatever visions I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, not me personally, but like as the younger generation, you feel me? As the little bros, I say like support the vision. Don't try to knock down just because you might not understand in the moment. You feel me? And you might be like, I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're younger, it's some things that you don't know. It's some little gimmicks and some little, you know what I'm saying? That you like, what? I don't even know what bro talking about. You feel me? So I wouldn't say to like double, like be like, yo, I don't know what you talking about, bro. Like whatever you talking about, stop that. Feel me? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like actually support the vision
and get time to learn about it.
Yeah, give it. Yeah, I'm saying like really ask. Oh, all right. So what you got going on? Like what's this about? You feel me? Get a little understanding and then see how we can move from there. Also keep us accountable. You feel me? So like as big bros, y'all know a little bit more.
How can we keep you accountable while still learning the new tricks and trades of the things that we don't know?
I would say ask questions and then do your research. You know what I'm saying? So like,
and then come back.
All right, bet. So I seen this is, you know what I'm saying? Whoever is, I'll say like top dog or like whatever going on, like whoever's being successful in that area, I'll say like, okay, learn from them and then see, because we're still learning and grinding into what we got going on. So we don't know everything. We're as beginners. Be like, okay, I bet. So I seen this person do this. I feel like, and then give you a little 2 cents, whatever you got. All right, bet, move like this. And then that's how you really come together as a unit and then move on with the situations.
Fire.
No, that's fine. How you feel about that, Rax, and being a little older than Eden and receiving that?
So like
receiving those instructions.
Just to even like in real life, bro, I'm the oldest of 5, bro. So I've been like older brother, bigger brother. So for me as an older brother, I always just wanted to lead by example, bro. I feel like that's just the best way you could be a bigger brother is like, it just challenge you to be a better person because you know you got a tribe behind you. So even just through my day-to-day, I try not to make certain decisions or choices because I know I got people watching after me, bro. So even like what Eden just said, he just seen me win the chip and see how niggas is acting with the chip, and it made him want to go get a chip. So to me, like, that's what Big Brother is. Big Brother is gonna go get the chip.
That's your role.
So you can see like, oh shit, like that's what it is possible. Like my brother got a chip, like I could go get one. So I always want to just do the right things and lead by example, because if my big brother went and got a chip, nigga, if I don't get the chip, I'm gonna feel like I let down big bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, word, bro, just leading by example. Like, that's all I want to do in life, for real, bro. Cause like I said, I'm really the oldest of 5 in real life. Eden just happened to be a brother that I just stumbled upon through the journey of life.
That's how it happens.
Nah, facts. And I want to touch upon this. Like, I'm a only child, so like
Crazy.
The crazy thing is, I ain't really have a biological real brother. You feel me? But I had people around me that definitely helped my journey. So like Yada Rack, Street Major, you feel me? So it's been other people as well. But yeah, stuff like that. I had to learn how to figure out. All right, how do I navigate through this? But God had planted some seeds in my life with some big brothers and stuff like that.
Yeah, like he was really like, this nigga was really like cargo in the town, bro. Like you couldn't really just talk to bro any type of way. Like, bro, 9 years old talking to you crazy though, like for real. Like,
definitely wild. Like,
he was one of those, but like he used to get busy on the court, so like he got the pass, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's a hood little
niggas,
bro.
yeah, niggas would be on his ass if he was being lazy. Like, yo, Eden, stop being fucking lazy, bro. Cause niggas know like if he turned up, he gonna do what he gotta do. So he was one of those. So it was just cool, like I said, just to see bro from mad young to like what he's blossoming into now, and it just like I see traits of him in like from when I was his age, bro. Like just being proactive, being out there, and actually having the certain mindset, bro. You know the mindset of it, Reef, of just being ahead of just thinking bigger, just knowing that there's more. You know, like you said, you can relate to consistency. Like even hearing you speak throughout the pod, bro, you're giving me flashbacks of the Mel Loso episode, because he had to do the same thing. He had to come to terms with like ball or real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was just like, word. He had to come to that decision with himself, like, yo, I'm about to hang it up, bro. Like now he accomplished everything he could with this. Now it's time to venture into a new route.
Nah, word. And also too, like I subscribe to that, you know what I'm saying, just leading by example and word, so you could try to teach the next generation to make better decisions, do what they have to do. Like I grew up a big brother as well. Like as long as I can remember, I've been a big brother. You feel me?
Type shit, bro. Like so, you know.
I always had, like, anywhere I went, I had to carry little bro with me. I used to have to leave high school on the bus, pick up little bro, drop him home on the bus, and then take the bus back to school to go to basketball practice.
It's crazy.
You feel me? So
big brother shit.
Big brother shit. So sacrifices. So I would say that's one of the a bigger part about being a big bro. Like sometimes you have to make sacrifices. So even with us having to understand something that you're doing to be able to help you, we have to sacrifice our time.
Yeah.
We gotta sacrifice some of our energy and some of our mental capacity so that we could help push you a little further.
Right.
Evidently, it's gonna push us further too.
Exactly.
But it's just like it's just certain sacrifices that you have to be willing to make.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like when you're not a big bro, it's like, or not even a bro, or just not even a friend to somebody, it's not gonna be certain sacrifices that you're willing to make for them. Like you see a stranger in the street, and you know you had to give an hour out your day to help them for something that's not gonna benefit you at all.
Yeah.
The chances of you doing it is very slim.
Right.
Facts.
That's a fact though.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's somebody that you're invested in, you're like, fuck it. I bet, fuck it. What you need? Like,
Right.
So I feel like, yeah, bro, that's what it comes with being a big brother. Like, just having that wherewithal to sacrifice.
Yeah.
And to also, like, we gotta set lead by example for real, cause like, monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, facts.
So you don't want
the younger bros.
niggas
Like,
be doing crazy stuff.
that's how YNs was formed, bro.
That's how YNs was formed.
For real, bro.
Or because they didn't even have nothing, so they was just raised by
The other YNs.
the older YNs on the TV, the mainstream YNs.
Right. So you know what I mean?
So yeah, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's why it's important to, like, you know, as a big bro, know that you got a community behind you, know that you got a village behind you. Because when I was 20 and when I was 20 years old, 19, 20 years old, before I was 21, bro, I had 30-year-olds. They were probably 31 at the time, 32 at the time. Like, damn, bro, like I wish I was your age again. I wish I was your age again. And like that shit, like the amount of people that kept saying that to me, I kept hearing it. I really it clicked like, yo, bro, if they're telling me that they want to be my age so bad, like I'm like, yo, I don't want to be 31 and 32 telling the 19-year-old I want to be like them. Yeah. I want to be the 31-year-old with a 19-year-old is like, yo, I want to be like him. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying, bro? So like even starting there, that's your role as the big brother. Like you said, it challenges you to make better choices, bro. Because if you start fucking up, that's the only example that you're not the only one, but that's one of the examples that your village is gonna see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so you're opening them up to a whole side of a spectrum that they don't need to see, bro.
And
just hold yourself accountable.
Cause on the other side of that, it's like certain things need to be expected out of the little bros too.
Yeah, but that's where you build that standard, bro.
You build that standard. So it's like even for me in my life, like I got older friends. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They're like 2-3 years older. Yeah. They done been at the age that I was at already years ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I could go to them. I could go to certain people like my guys Talib a few years older. I could go to Prince a few years older. Like they knocking on 30. Yeah, word. Shout out y'all old. Y'all knocking on 30. Like Talib, KJ, Prince.
Why he day trapping?
Word. All y'all old ass niggas. Nah. You know what I'm saying? So it's been times that I done had conversations with them about certain things that they probably done been through. Yeah. And vice versa, I done had conversations with things that they haven't been through that I've been through. So I feel like out of the little bros, what's expected is just on some. Like, yo, like, don't take everything personal.
Fact.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to like be respectful even if you're gonna not listen. Like, I hear what you're saying, gang.
Facts.
Like,
be respectful. Facts.
Like, don't make us feel like we just telling you shit and you just going in one ear and out the other, even if you're gonna make your own decision.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because as a big bro, I'd be happy when my little brother makes his own decisions.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even if I told him to do something else. Mm-hmm. And I know that he thinking.
He thinking, right.
And I, you know what I'm saying? And I don't something.
It probably made more sense for him.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't some fuck with big bro talking about I'ma just do this. But it's really on some I hear you, big bro, but
he still use some of your points.
Yeah, you know what I'm
put it into his own plan.
Exactly.
That's what bro be doing, bro. I be liking seeing shit like that, bro. Like
like we don't expect you to just do this and you're just gonna do it. Like we expect you to be like, I ain't gonna lie, this is what I think about this, and you like
mix the sauce,
like tweak it a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you might tweak it a little bit, or you might just be like, I bet, nah, I respect that. Yeah. But I want to do it like this because of this.
Facts.
And 9 times out of 10, I'm like, shit, I ain't gonna lie, bet, rock out that game. You know what I'm saying? Word. Because at the end of the day, we all own lane, no traffic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We all on a different lane, different highway. Like, I could see your lane, I could tell you, I'm saying I could help a little bit. Yeah. I'm probably in my lane a little further, so I can tell you that it's cars over here, but you got a whole different viewpoint of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how far them cars are really off from you, so.
Yeah.
So word, I like that.
That's crazy, yeah, bro. I definitely agree. I had something that, like basically too, like how you saying, like you got older bros that like a couple years and they might have been at the same age you already, right? Yeah. I say like I learned that in life, like you're not the only one that's going through something, bro. Yeah. So you reach out to somebody, bro, and something that you're going through at 27, they'll tell you, yo, bro, I did the same thing at 27. I did the same thing.
I always tell my little brother, yo, bro, I'm a phone call away,
right, bro. It's like a cycle of life. If
you need a question, just call me, bro. I probably already did this shit already.
Like, yeah, bro. And that's why it's also too, like, that's why spaces like this is important to what they don't want to hear podcast platform. Just coming and voicing, bro. Like, just speaking about shit and just releasing certain thoughts that you had in your brain. It just get the mind going, and it's good for the culture. Like link ups like this is great for the culture because there's somebody from the younger generation and somebody from the older generation need to hear that conversation, bro.
That's a fact, bro. That's powerful. And before we even transition, I want to give a brief quote.
Yeah, I'm here.
So the quote for today is, knowledge is a garden. If it's cultivated, you can harvest it.
Yo, bro, word.
Knowledge is a garden. Bro. If it's cultivated, you can harvest it.
Yeah, bro.
So when I say that, what that means to me for real is that, just like what you said, bro, somebody already been through what you've been through. Right. You know what I'm saying? You could get knowledge from here, you could get knowledge from here. If we all, this is our collective consciousness right here. Mm-hmm. Like us being together, this is our collective consciousness. You ever been thinking something that bro said and like, damn, I was just thinking that.
Facts.
That's our collective consciousness. So if we feed in our knowledge together, and feeding and boiling it into the pot, mixing the spices to get what we need to get, we're gonna be able to harvest that garden, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And like
grab herbs from it, grab fruits from it, grab vegetables from it. You know what I'm saying? For us to use.
Yeah.
And you said knowledge is a garden, right?
Knowledge is a garden.
Right. So and then what was the second half?
If it's cultivated, we can harvest it. So cultivating it, we
I
just add into it.
Now, let me get to my point. Bro. I'm trying to set up the play, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, it goes back to like the way I want to be the big brother, bro. It's like you go out there, right? You cultivate the knowledge so you can bring it back to your village, bro. Because your village is the garden. So it's like, boom. Like, I'm just like, I go out and win the chip. I could bring back that knowledge of like, yo, bro, this is how you win the chip. Like, you have that knowledge. Everybody don't have certain knowledge, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And even like, shout out to the big brothers that lead by, they might have went to college and got the bachelor's, so they can go out there, get the bachelor's, come back with the knowledge to get to little bro. So now, you know what I'm saying? He can cultivate that, and that creates what? Another scholar, you know what I'm saying, bro? So
another fact.
Word,
even piggybacking off of that, bro, like one of my biggest things with Look Major hair care
shout out to Look Major, man.
is I want to be able to
everything out today.
I want to be able to give my people natural hair products that's going to actually boost and encourage and like boost and enhance their hygiene and just their outer appearance and have them looking major for real. Give them confidence. Right. You know what I'm saying? Have people able to go outside and feel good about their hair. Go outside and feel good about their facial hair, or you know what I'm saying, have, you know what I'm saying, their hair moisturized or have it grow long if they wanted to grow long. But all in all, I want to be able to have my little brother working for me, working together with me, have my mom working with me, have anyone who.
Hey, I'm not the 2 or the 3, I'm the what?
1. Yeah.
Word, so sound like you had like a journey, bro. So we know about the basketball, we know you had social media on the table. So what was the switch that made you go full throttle social media mode?
So I would say senior year, I ain't have no looks or whatever. After, like I said, D3 or whatever. So I kept on trying. My high school coach had connected with me with one D2 coach. Shout out Malo University, Coach Marquardt. He had hooked me up with him. And then I had landed the opportunity. It took trials and tribulations.
So you went D2?
D2, bro.
Okay.
So I went D2. To clarify though, nobody knows, bro. I was a walk-on, bro.
Word?
I was a walk-on. I came in as a walk-on.
So you giving out buckets?
Straight buckets, bro.
Straight buckets.
So, Malloy. So I came in as a walk-on. And then yeah, that's how. Yeah, so came in as a walk-on, and it was a cool process. I'll say my freshman year, it was cool. It didn't go the way I wanted it, obviously. However, stuff like this comes for a reason, bro. So after that, I'll say I actually had bad grades, so I was on athletic probation. The thing is, I could have.
Why did you have bad grades?
Because
I feel like you're smart. Why did you have bad grades?
Because I was doing social media at this time too, this whole time. So like while I'm playing ball, I'm posting every day on TikTok. So my teammates like, hey, yo, you do TikTok? You feel me? So like it's kind of like it was crazy that whole experience. Like I'm really a TikToker playing ball at this time, bro. So you know what I'm saying? That I feel like it kind of helped me though in many different areas. But my social media started growing, and then after I was on probation, bro, I was like, bro, I'm about to just take this social media stuff serious. And then ever since then, I'm here now, bro. Thank God, though.
Man, that's fire, bro. Congrats to you, bro. Like I mentioned earlier, my boy closing on 500,000 on TikTok and about 250 on Instagram, bro. Followers, so.
I needed that, bro. I needed that kick
thousands, you know what I'm saying?
I needed that.
I'm talking about thousands.
Changed my life forever, bro.
So shout out to you, bro. One thing I can attest that you are very consistent, bro. Eating somebody I see post on the gram like 2, 3, 4 times a day, like, and Reef and I know personally how hard that shit is, bro.
Nah, for real.
It's between two of us, and it's like, yo, bro, just to even like stay consistent with posting a clip every single day, bro. That shit is hard, bro.
Yeah, facts.
So for just one person, you doing it 5 times a day, bro. It shows me like I bet like there's still somebody out there grinding. Like I can see you and see that like he's still grinding, he's still going hard.
Yeah, facts, bro. I mean, it takes consistency, but you just gotta know where your vision is headed. So like once you know that, like okay, bet this is the end goal, this is where I want to be at. That's what's gonna like that's what's gonna have you in your mind knowing what you doing it for. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, bet I'm doing it for this reason. You feel me? Yeah, bro. So I can't miss a day. I got this. You know what I'm saying? I got family to feed. I got etc. I got this what I want to do. I got opportunities I want to meet. So I'm saying. So that's what really just keep me going posting every day. You know what I'm saying? So I know the end goal. So yeah, bro.
Fact. And now for sure, bro. You got responsibility to take care of. You got family to feed. There's a lot of people who want to do social media, and because they see the lifestyle that it creates for people. Let's talk about getting paid off of social media, whether it be $20 or whether it be $200, $500, or $1,000.
Yeah.
How do you go about getting paid off of social media, and how do you increase it once you start?
So I would say in the beginning of social media, I would say like, bro, I wasn't getting paid $1. So like my first 2 years, you got to realize whatever you want to do, you're not gonna really see no results. Like I don't know, everybody's timing is different, but just know it's gonna take a little bit of time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would say my first 2 years I wasn't getting paid. Then I'll say like my third year I was getting paid, and that was on TikTok. So what I was doing was I was doing a lot of sound promos. So like I would say like those aren't really that much money. I said like maybe $50. $50.
Okay, $50, bro, to do a video for 10 seconds is a lot more than, you know what I'm saying? It would take you 6 hours at the grocery store to make that, yeah?
That's a fact. You definitely got to be appreciative. For sure, that's a fact, bro.
So let's talk about that $50. Like, how did you get that first $50?
So my first $50. So basically, you have to grow your platform. Whatever you want, you got to obviously grow it in that niche, in that area. So I was doing relatable content. I was doing basically I would put a sound up and I would like just like move a little bit for like a couple seconds or whatever, like have my face in it, and then write a quote. You feel me? And that's relatable to the world. And then the sound I would put behind it, that's what they was paying for. That's what companies would be paying for.
Okay.
So you do one, maybe depending on how your following is. I had around like 100K. I was getting like $50, $100. You can raise that though.
Did they hit you up?
They hit me up. So what you got to do is put your email in your bio, so that companies could reach out to you with whatever you promote, whatever it is. So put your email in your bio on every platform, bro. The companies will hit you up.
That's fine.
And then I was getting $50, and then I'm gonna talk about like as I've grown. So I kind of changed my platform. I knew that those sound promos weren't gonna really, I'm saying like really pay the bills. You feel me? So I had to create a personal brand of talking. So I had to do mic'd up videos. I started micing myself up talking. And as time went by, growing 200, 300, now I'm at like 400K, 450, whatever. Now I'm about to hit 500. So that basically improved, my content improved with talking. And then as you go on TikTok, you get paid for 1 minute videos. So I started having 1 minute videos. You get $1 per 1,000 views. So
how do you start that? Like what's the threshold for that?
I would say you got to start with whatever your niche is. You got to definitely like narrow whatever you got going on.
But also too though,
does TikTok pay you for that?
So you have to have my fault to cut you off. You got to have 10,000 followers,
right?
Okay.
And that's really it.
And that's what people don't be knowing, bro. People just feel like, yo, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and start getting paid. You have to have 10,000.
You gotta put that work in.
Yeah, bro. It's like
put the work in to get that.
And also you gotta have over 100,000 watch time views.
So it's qualifications. So you gotta grind
like
it.
YouTube.
Yeah, bro. In a specific time period. Yeah. That's literally you can't just.
So you can't even get paid unless you have 10,000 followers.
Yes. Do you know what it is for Instagram?
So Instagram's a whole nother story, but I will give you some backstory on that. So for Instagram, it's no time limit, y'all. Like you can have 400,000 followers, bro, and you still don't have a time limit. Like they literally hit you up randomly, and it's called a bonus feature. So what the bonus feature is, they pay you for reels. So you definitely have to be a well-known creator. You have to hit.
But it's fake random though.
It's random, but I didn't know when
not like,
no. It's not like that. Instagram, you just people don't even know about the bonus feature. So like your well-known creators that you know, your favorite creators, yes, Instagram does pay. So don't let them fool you. Instagram pays. You just gotta unlock the feature. They have to personally send you an email. You get it, and then you know what I'm saying. You work from there, but it's not. There's no time limit. So you just gotta grind.
Gotta grind, bro. Consistency, and like Melos also said too, he feels like as a hooper, with the characteristics like consistency and hard work and just repetition, he feels like he can transition to almost any lane in the world. Yeah. Because it's just like at the end of the day, he's just showing up day in and day out. Bro. So it's like like you just keep saying consistency, and then even going back to how you know, the summer before your trip, you was working out at 5 a.m. and then doing open runs. That's consistency.
For
So you
sure.
stay consistent with that, and then boom, you had the senior season that you had.
And one thing I will say, sports connects
To everything.
all ways of life. So like
Connects, bro.
everything you do in sports, it translates.
a
So
fact.
that's literally, if you're a dog in your sport, you know
Right.
what I'm saying, if you one of them ones in your sport, you don't even gotta be, just have one of those traits in sports.
And carry it on to
Yes,
Yeah.
carry it on to real life. Don't ever say, oh, I don't play this no more. You know what I'm saying? Now you
always
quit
tell
in life,
people-
bro.
I always tell people like one of the no matter what LeBron does, because he's the greatest player in basketball, he will be great at.
In anything.
It's
Yeah.
not because he's good at
That's a
basketball.
fact.
It's because he's good at basketball because he has something in him to want to be great.
The
That's a fact.
intangibles.
That's a fact.
So you know what I'm saying? He has something
Yeah.
intangible, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, oh, I just want to be good at this certain thing. Like, nah, gang, it's
Right.
the boring things
Yeah, that's a fact.
that make
Like
you
you
good
said.
at that thing that
Yeah.
you focusing in your energy on.
Shouts to
Right.
Jose, bro. He reiterated
Shout out
that.
You know what I'm
Jose.
saying? Shout out to Jose. Word.
Right, and then
Shout out
like,
McCollum too for telling him
Shout out my
Facts.
column.
but also too, I wanted to touch upon like since you were like like I mentioned, bro, you got a lot of followers on Instagram and like people will kill themselves for
Nah.
like, you know what I'm saying? They
Nah,
sell their
that's-
soul for
that's a-
500,000
That's a fact.
followers on a platform, bro, just to feel what that feels like. So like how somebody that's in that field, how do you separate social media and real life, and how can people out there start doing the same?
A lot of us don't.
So I would say, honestly, sometimes you just gotta you gotta zoom out. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta zoom out. You gotta look at what's going on social media. Sometimes it's consuming and then producing. You know what I'm saying? So like, I would say technically, obviously, I'm a producer a little bit.
Right.
But sometimes you get sucked into consuming.
Consuming.
Everybody does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's a
you
fact.
you see everybody living lavish, like, oh my God, he on the yacht, he on this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But like, you gotta realize, bro, some things are not what it is. So you gotta zoom out. Like what I do personally, sometimes I'm just in the crib and I'm really just zooming out, looking at what's going on. And sometimes I'm with like certain people that do social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it looks like this on the media, but it really don't be that.
Right,
So
right.
like as a creator, I found that.
Yeah.
Found that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what's going on. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like I look at things differently from a lot of different people.
Facts.
So
So
one,
like once you actually got in there and gave you a different lens.
yeah, bro. Like
actually,
before,
it's not
yes,
bad.
bro. Like I definitely recommend. You know what I'm saying? Just if you do know somebody that does have a certain lifestyle with influence in social media, anything, just hopefully you get the chance to hang out with them or like be around somehow,
Yeah.
some way. That way you could better your mind into not feeling like you missing out on anything or
Yeah.
you behind. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because like certain things just be for the media, bro. Honestly, so
Facts.
I would say that kind of helped me out with like seeing people. I had an encounter. I actually seen Queen Naja at the airport,
Yeah, that's crazy.
and like I would
tough.
say it was great seeing her because it kind of was like I seen her as a human. You feel me? I didn't see her as like a
The personality that she is on Instagram.
Because I feel like certain people look at people like idols. You
You know
feel
what
me?
it is too?
Right.
I feel like it's the consistency and the work ethic that makes you see them as regular
Yes,
people.
yes.
Because you understand
Can
how
relate
she
to it.
got to that.
Yeah, that's a fact. 'Cause
So it's not more so like, oh my God, oh,
Right.
how was she that? How was she
Yeah.
right in front of my face?
Right.
Someone's like, nigga, once I keep working, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, that's
too.
what I'm saying. Like everybody's. I just want to touch up on like everybody's human. I felt like it was great seeing her because I used to watch her growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, like dang, that's crazy. Like,
Fact.
and now I'm a creator now, so she kind of gave me some inspiration as well
Yeah.
to like create and like, you know what I'm saying. A lot of other people did, but especially her. Now that I saw her, it's kind of like, yo, like. I was
Like,
just
yo.
watching on like
literally.
That's
YouTube
right
or
here.
whatever, and now I'm real life like seeing her in real life. So it's kind of like it gave me a whole new. And I was another day I was also with like I had got connections with some NBA players. I was with some
Oh
NBA
yeah,
players.
talk
as well.
about that, bro. My
So-
boy was at what?
Yeah, bro. I had
Like
bumped
game
into
5
game 5 for the Knicks game, bro.
at the Garden, bro. Just
So
chilling.
I was just chilling over there, yeah. So I'm gonna tell you experience about that. So I known Precious Achua's brother. His name is God's Gift. I hoop with him a lot at the gym.
Yeah,
So he had
that's
connected
fire.
me with some tickets, bro. He was like, yo, you want to go to these tickets? I was like, all right, bet. So I was with his
Conference
manager.
finals at the Garden, boy.
Shout out Talik as well. Shout out
tough.
all the guys that I was with. But they had connected me with them. I was in behind the scenes, seeing everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the NBA players, eating good, feeling good, just being with them, bro. And that experience was crazy because I was just looking at J.R. Smith, Kevin Love, just everybody in one section. So
Right.
and it was crazy, bro. It was like,
Yeah,
yo,
it's
like,
a movie.
That's
yeah,
tough
bro. Like
though, bro.
you gotta realize, bro. Like everybody's human. You could be one of them as well.
Exactly.
So like,
Literally,
you just
gang.
a star. You just gotta
And just by
mentally.
you being in the room, you're a line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're a star. Mentally, you just gotta.
Mentally, you just gotta believe that you're already there. Everything happens. Cause I dreamed of this life. I dreamed of this life like
Bro, that's
years
what I'm
ago.
saying, bro.
Now that I'm really living in it, it's really crazy. Sometimes you gotta look back and just appreciate, like, yo.
Some people be so caught up they don't even realize they live in their dreams right now,
Crazy.
bro.
Yeah, y'all have been younger and felt like you were born in the wrong generation.
Yeah.
I feel like now I'm in the right generation.
Yeah.
Almost like you feel me? Like almost like it caught up to me. Like I was
That's
just
a fact.
ahead of my time.
Yeah.
Like,
Type shit though,
I
bro.
was ahead of my time, and I really had to step into who I know I
Who
was
you
gonna
really?
be.
Yeah.
Now that I'm more of the person I know.
Now you feel it. Yeah.
That was like,
I
that's
every
a
feel
fact.
more like I bet.
I like this. I'm
bet.
really at it.
Nah, word.
Tough.
I like this. I like this role right here. I know I found not too bad.
Right, and just to piggyback before we wrap up, like that feeling that you had, like with Queen Naja, basically, like, you know, seeing somebody as you grow up. That's how I felt with Pyrex, bro. When Pyrex came on the pod, shouts to Pyrex. I'm like, yo, bro is human, just like all of us, bro. He just bro now. He's a big
that's
bro
a
now.
fact.
Yeah.
But I grew up watching his videos, like, yo,
Crazy,
bro. I know
bro.
if I seen bro, I'd be weak with him.
And he
Just to
respect
fast
our
forward to,
craft
like,
and your craft and just,
yeah, bro.
And I just
That's
want to
how I
touch
feel with Smart
upon.
Guy too.
She had actually ended up reposting my videos a couple months ago too.
Some random
So
shit.
before I seen her, so I feel like God just aligned that.
alignment,
perfectly.
bro.
You
So
feel
before
me?
you seen her.
Before I seen
you
her,
gonna see
bro.
her again.
Yeah, and then I was
There
like,
you are.
yo, like this is great. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
alignment, bro.
I was thinking about
She's
even
a great
he was
person,
doing
too.
a whole vlog with Son 2 weeks ago. Then he was on the streaming
oh
universe.
OJ too.
Like,
Yeah,
God
yeah.
be in the hood, bro. Like
Nah, and
I was there.
Right.
I was there.
That's a
Watch
fact.
Smart Guy interviews, and then Wolf was like, "Yo, y'all should hit up Smart Guy
Right.
to do an interview."
Should be crazy, bro.
He answered the same night. Was on a
That's
FaceTime
it.
call with him the same night.
It's all alignment, bro.
All alignment, bro.
And then even like I said, growing up, seeing bro, but like I said, he was really Precious Cargo in the towns to watch
remember
bro
him
grow
too.
up, and then boom, like now we here on the pod, you know, breaking bread, sharing gain to the people on the what they don't want to hear podcast platform, bro. So I want to say thank you for popping out on us,
Appreciate
Eden from
you, bro.
LI.
Appreciate
My
y'all.
boy.
Popping up.
Nah, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, tell them where they can find you on all platforms.
Follow me, Eden.from.li on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
Word.
For YouTube, Eden from Long Island, no spaces, no nothing. So yeah, bro. Even Facebook, tap on me with there. So yeah, bro.
He's everywhere, man.
Everywhere, man.
I'm Reef Major.
I'm Yada Rax.
Eating from LI.
Yes, sir.
Another episode of What They Don't
What they don't want to hear, what we
Shout out to
Devontae in the cut.
cut.
Yes, sir.
We
Let's
outta
do
here.
it.
Bow.
Movie.
Now that's paid.